I'm a retired international attorney, so I've been in about 50 some odd countries. Let's give Greenland a talk for a second. Most of you don't realize, I've heard MAGA people on social media say, oh, they ought to love being part of America. Sorry, Americans, but most of you don't travel beyond our shores, hardly beyond your state, frankly. And if you did, you would know that all the European countries, including and Greenland, have universal health care. They would lose all that coming here because we don't. You can't even get the Republicans to subsidize Obamacare for the working poor who need health insurance but don't want to spend $1,000, $2,000 a month. Nobody in Europe has to do that. Nobody in Europe has to go without an operation they need. Nobody in Greenland needs to worry about their kid being sick and not having insurance and trying to debate between paying the medical bill, the rent, and all the other expenses. So if you did, you would know. And then you would also know this. Putin is influencing Trump. Trump works for Putin, not the American public. During the Biden administration, because of Trump's threats to pull us out of NATO in his first term, the Congress passed a law that said they need congressional approval to pull out of NATO. Well, if he attacks Greenland, an ally, a NATO ally, it destroys NATO, just exactly what Putin wants. Look, Trump's been having all these conversations with Putin. No American interpreter allowed. It's all done through the Russian side. No other American allowed to be in the room when Trump is talking to Putin. So who knows? He's been in Russia, Trump, since 1987. They've worked on this guy a long time. He's obviously, when Putin invaded Ukraine, Trump's first comment was, smart move. If he had been president, Ukraine would now be part of USSR and Putin would be attacking Eastern Europe, next country on his stupid list. Instead, thank God Biden was there because Ukraine got on its feet enough where they're now producing a lot of their own drones for, self-defense. And Europe is helping them, and we're doing nothing, because Trump favors, Don Corleone, Trump, the mafia boss, and admired the ability of North Korea to just murder people at will. Welcomed MBS, the Saudi guy that cut the journal up with a bone saw. And Putin, mass murderer, shooting missiles every day into Ukraine, killing civilians. And we're worried about the Iranians, protesters being killed while Trump's having ICE run rampant in the streets, smashing car windows, just dragging people out based on their color. Yeah, we have 500,000 European white people that are illegal, but they don't get stopped. Only the brown people get stopped. Pretty racist, folks. So that's what's going on right now. I've been out there. I've seen it. Wake up, America. I mean, who wants to join a mafia country that is going downhill? Trump, once again, is wrecking the economy. He inherited a great one from Obama, lost 3 million jobs, left Biden a mess. Biden had to fix it. Biden created 15 million jobs. All these projects for infrastructure improvement that haven't been done in decades. Trump comes in, cancels all that. He's now lost 2 million jobs. Now tell me, who's better? The guy that made 15 million jobs or the guy that lost, over 4 or 5 million so far? And he's not done wrecking it. He wants to now take over the Fed, which destroys the independence of the Fed. So they're making political decisions instead of economic decisions. And that's when you get the hyperinflation, 1,500% that hits these third world countries because they don't have an independent Fed calling the shots based on the numbers instead of what, the Emperor, Mad King, wants in the White House that he's destroyed half of with no approval. Along with and he's falling asleep in meetings and nobody's going, alarm bells, red alert. I mean, this guy's out of his tree. Good grief, America. How dumb is this now, the idiocracy? where we just let, the moron and, Biden coughed, everybody would be all over it. Trump falls asleep in the meetings. Oh, it's no big deal. He's only falling asleep right in the middle of a meeting. That's crazy, folks. To be continued. Michael Fetland later. God grief, this is crazy town.